welcome to our free contact TV. Headline: Tinubu government will borrow money for 4 years and there will be no so much pay. From entire daily. The leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, revealed what God told him about Nigerian economy under President Tinubu's administration. Primate Ayodele said Nigeria will borrow money. Tinubu's government will borrow and borrow. These governments will borrow for 4 years and they will be paid. What really caused the pain I have told you before, except we retrace our steps and do what is needed, which is impossible after 4 years of pain. He added, the government is not ready to repair any refineries. The refineries will not function well and they will do what is necessary. And in the process, they will send in competent oil. Lastly, he said, Nigeria has not seen anything yet. The government will be trying to do all manner of things and those in government will not be able to say anything. The Senate is rubber stamping and they won't allow anybody to talk, so there will be no democracy in Nigeria this period. The leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, revealed what God told him about Nigerian economy under President Tinubu's administration. Primate Ayodele said Nigeria will borrow money. Tinubu's government will borrow and borrow. These governments will borrow for 4 years and they will be paid. What really caused the pain I have told you before, except we retrace our steps and do what is needed, which is impossible after 4 years of pain. He added, the government is not ready to repair any refineries. The refineries will not function well and they will do what is necessary. And in the process, they will send in competent oil. Lastly, he said, Nigeria has not seen anything yet. The government will be trying to do all manner of things and those in government will not be able to say anything. The Senate is rubber stamping and they won't allow anybody to talk, so there will be no democracy in Nigeria this period. Alright viewers, you have listened to today's news. While trying to read this report, I was trying to hold myself to say something. The headline says, Tinubu government will borrow money for 4 years and there will be no such pay. Primate Ayodele. The borrowing of money, they borrow here, borrow there, borrow here, borrow there. That was how Buhari borrowed. We are still trying to recover from the money he borrowed. Now we are here. There are so many ways to solve this thing. I know it might not really be that easy. You cannot solve Nigerian problem at once. It will take time, but there are ways to kickstart this thing, not by removing free subsidy and putting problems on the citizens, on the masses, putting pressure, stressing somebody, making life difficult for people to live in. Just like Ayodele said, the refineries, they need to fix it. Why aren't they fixing the refineries? What are the refineries there for? Why aren't they fixing? Even if what this man is saying is not God that told him, whatever, we don't care. At this point, we need solution to problems. He mentioned some vital key points. Why aren't they fixing our refineries? I have comments. Let's read comments from people. Somebody here says, Prophet, you said Tinubu will give Nigeria pain more than Buhari. We insulted you. Sorry, sir. We are seeing the pain now. Somebody here says, you ought to have said this last year. Somebody here says, he said more than this, but he was insulted. Somebody here says, he said it, go and check, but people castigated him more. I remember he did say, he said something like this. Somebody here said, now so you they talk, you are not a man of God. Somebody here says, you said there will be no democracy. When that is said, democracy will be dead before Tinubu will be sworn in. He was demonized and called all manner of names. In fact, our democracy is on oxygen support. Exactly. I'm not even sure if Nigeria still runs their governing is still democracy, because things are being done outside what we think is supposed to be done. Somebody else says, I'm missing Buhari already. Really? You're missing Buhari for? Oh my God, these commenters will not kill. We are talking about that Buhari messed up the whole system. They say you're missing him. Missing him for what? You guys kidding somebody. Somebody else says prophet of doom. He never sees anything good. So sorry that all he has been saying is doom, doom, doom. But if Nigerians had heed to his advice and everything, I think the doom wouldn't have come to pass, because most times when God reveals something that something bad that wants to happen, it's for us to prevent it. It's for us to act so that those things that are evil will not come to pass. But most times we tend to neglect it and like, well, nothing will happen. And once it happens, you say, oh God, God, why God? You are the problem. Let's read more comments. Somebody says, this prophet that speaks from both sides of his mouth, I submit to the Lord. Somebody says, fake prophet, is that one a vision? Which government doesn't borrow money? Somebody here says, thank God I read the same Bible. This man claimed he reads. Jesus, Matthew, Peter, Paul, and the rest of the first apostle never got involved in politics like this man. Gospel is what Jesus sent to us, not politicking. Okay, somebody here says, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. There is not king without prophet. So, which Bible did you read? When you try to say something contrary, people are going to tackle you like mad. So, before you say something, know what you're saying. Somebody here says, Primates Ayodele have come again with a lot of his negative prophecies, despite the fact that most of his prophecies didn't come true. Kindly find time to check his past predictions and point out one that is positive. Never will you see any. Thank God he doesn't hear from God Almighty. Please take your negative predictions away. It shall be well with Nigeria. In as much as we want to be positive about Nigeria, we sometimes really, really need to look at the other side. Yeah. Somebody here says Tinubu will borrow for 4 years. Is this prophecy? But Tinubu has saved 1 trillion in 1 month, added to federal reserve account with CBN. This is out of 1.9 trillion revenue generated in June alone, and only 9 billion was shared between federal, state, and LGs in July. Please say something again. The money that Tinubu, if people say Tinubu saved 1 trillion, how did he get the money? Is it not by suffering with the masses? Somebody here says, so he saved 1 trillion and went and borrowed 500 billion to share as palliative, Abi? No, you see people. No. You see, when you think you're smart, you know what you're saying. People are going to come at you like a wolf. He saved. Okay, let's accept the fact that he saved 1 trillion. Is it not from we the masses that he's draining, making life miserable for us? That's how he's saving so-called 1 trillion. Alright, viewers, we have come to the end of today's news. Please do well to drop in the comment section. Let us know what your views are. Thank you for listening.